Hi, I'm Travis Coulter. I'm a doctor of dental surgery in Spokane, Washington. I've been performing sedation in my practice for about 9 years now.
I'm Henrik, an independent software consultant. Been consulting for big companies like Microsoft and Walmart and Google.
So in those 9 years of me performing sedation, there's one frustration that I've always had, and that's the recording, the charting of the sedation process. My biggest problem is it's paper. This day and age, my whole entire office is completely digital. The records for sedation is the last element that was not digital, and I wanted a solution for that. And in me looking for that solution, I realized there really isn't anything that's feasible for a smaller office like myself.
There's these systems for large hospitals and such, like Epic or what have you, but certainly you're not going to go buy Epic for your office.
So with that thought in mind, just so happened that last November, our families were at a turkey trot together. I was running beside Henrik, and out of selfish reasons, I was asking him questions, pitching an idea.
I just couldn't believe when he described what that they do for this. You're drawing little chevrons on a piece of paper. Like, this is what everybody's doing? It's like, no, this is not what everybody's doing. Come to find out, it's what an awful lot of people are doing. Something about this really clicked. Like, hey, this actually makes a lot of sense. And if there isn't a solution for this, like, I know how to make this. We should do this.
A few months later, that led to us meeting, talking. We started pitching around some ideas. A week later, Henrik had a skeleton prototype. And at that moment, my eyes were completely opened at the capabilities, the possibilities of what could actually be done.
We can gather the data that we need throughout a very friendly interface and then just produce the report that you would have had to sit there and write anyway. We can just guide you through that whole process and dramatically simplify it.
And so over the next 2 months, we cranked it out.
I wanted something that we could take and just like hand to somebody who's familiar with tracking anesthesia stuff but didn't have any training on the software, and they'd be able to get their way through that and figure out how to produce a report.
With that thought in mind, for our first test, my sedation nurse, we handed him the iPad with the software on it and said, start the case. It was a test to see how well he could get through it, what issues we would have with the software so we could know how to make it better. To our surprise, he didn't have any issues. He was able to get through it and was able to create an end result of a report that was completely
We submitted it to insurance and
it was completely
they liked
accepted.
it.
Yeah. So first test. And it's only gotten better and better from there.
So one of the things we started realizing is we can actually do a lot to kind of help the provider just kind of be better at what they're doing anyway. So things like they have to enter the drugs this patient has been taking and the drugs that they're about to administer. And so combining that, we can automatically check for interactions and also allowing you to record things but kind of have it be human filtered.
My first number one concern was patient data privacy.
We basically just removed that from the equation entirely by saying that the patient data actually never gets stored on our servers, ever. So instead of having you produce a paper chart, you end up with a PDF file. And that PDF file you can attach to your existing EMR system or whatever else you want to do with it. You can print it out if you want.
We came to realize that we're able to decrease the liability for providers while not creating more work for that provider, and then concurrently increase safety for the patients. And because of that, I developed a responsibility that I need to share this with other sedation providers. Because if there's anything out there that can make things safer for the patients, that's something that we need to do, because that's the ultimate goal.
So the exciting thing is this is no longer just something that Travis gets to use. It is now widely available to the public. Just go to anesthesiacharting.com and you can sign up and check it out.